From Windsor, Ontario, it's remotely Zach. And now, from Studio 17, it's your host, Zachary Thomas.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am your host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Before we begin today's show, I ask that if you haven't already, to please like, comment, and subscribe to the show. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. In a most recent press conference, Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced that the mandates on masks will be lifted on March 27th. Yeah. No, please. You're going to need them in like a week anyway. So, yeah, you need them then. Yep. We get to remove our masks. Good news for people who are sick of it, and bad news for people with badly grown facial hair. Speaking of badly grown, Jussie Smollett. Look, at this point, I don't give a shit about the transitions, okay? Come on. Transitions. Where was I? Yes. The former Empire star learned his fate in a trial on his 2019 fake hate crime attack. A judge sentenced Smollett to 150 days in jail, branding the black and gay actor as a narcissistic charlatan. Yeah. For staging a hate crime against himself to grab the limelight. All this while the nation struggled with the wrenching issues of racial injustice. Okay, if we're going after people who are after narcissistic charlatans, maybe a former U.S. president would join him. That'd be great. Most recently, we celebrated International Women's Day. It was a day to celebrate the women in our lives and for men to shut the fuck up. I'd say women should be celebrated year-round because, let's face it, some of them have to deal with people like us, okay? Not good. Well, this is just plainly odd. A camel named Jeffrey went for a stroll around a PetSmart. Yeah, that's not weird at all. Not weird at all. The camel was from the Lewis Adventure Farm and Zoo, so in other words, bring your camel to work day. Camel to work day, yeah. Exciting news in the horror movie industry. Scream 6, yes, will be filming this summer in Montreal, Quebec, with a hint of French and a pinch of phlegm. We like it. Yep, Scream 6 will be filmed in Montreal. Could you imagine what that would even sound like? You know what, oddly enough, I'm Canadian, so I can't. Hello, would you like to play a game? What's your favorite scary movie? Don't know what that was. Hey, that's all the time I got for this part, but stick with us because we'll be right back with the weirdest news found on the internet. Join me. Welcome back. It's Friday, and that means it is time to sit back, relax, and look at the weirdest news found on the internet. That's right, it's time for Weird News. Peacocks can be a beautiful sight, but how about a nuisance? The city of Miami has had it with these beautiful birds, and they could be on the out in some South Florida neighborhoods. Here's what I mean. After the Miami-Dade Commission agreed to loosen a law that would protect the birds have had residents complaining about droppings, noise, and roosting on cars or houses. Yeah, so kind of like the Florida man. And from the Florida birds to the
Florida man does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
A Florida man was pulled over for speeding during a traffic stop last week, and he attempted to place the blame on none other than Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to authorities, the man was going 60 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. And when the officer asked him why he was speeding, his response was, wait for it, this is good. I just found out that Putin just said he's going to launch a nuclear attack war against the world, the man said. He was ticketed. Could have just said he was rushing home to catch a new episode of Euphoria. I don't know. That would have been a wiser approach, I think. Here's a good one. A woman stabbed her husband's penis with a harpoon after a heated argument. Time media reports that the woman stabbed him in his genitals when she came home from work and found out her husband, like it's our fault, didn't make dinner. It's your fault. Now, you could have told me this happened in Florida, and I'd believe you. And that's the weirdness for this week. Oh, it's time for This Week in Puns. Why did the football coach go to the bank? To get his quarterback. I'm Zachary Balog, and you cannot make this shit up. Alrighty, well, it's been a great show, a short show, possibly a shit show. But we'll be back next week with more content. And until then, and in case you need to know, follow us on social media. Those links are down in the description below. I've been your host, Zach Thomas. See you next week. Same place. You know it's going to be the same time. Good night.
That was easy. No, it wasn't.
I was thinking of Euphoria.